Hey guys, so finally in this video I'm going to be showing you guys some best tips and tricks for the Huawei P9 Plus. Using this phone as my main device, it's been like 1 month I think. So this is also applicable for those people who are having the Huawei P9 and the P9 Lite because they have very similar software. So some things exclusive to the P9 Plus, but other than that, most of the stuff will be very similar. So starting off from the feature number 1, which is a P9 Plus exclusive. Of course, I made a video about it. It's the force touch thing we have. Okay, so only works with the system-based application, so you can, apply a little bit force and check some options. Works with the camera, works with the dialer, contact. So like I said, only works with the system based application. It's not going to work with Instagram, so that is where the Apple's 3D Touch takes the lead. Also there's one more feature here that if of this force touch. If I go into the gallery and open a certain picture, so you can press in like this with pressure and it just magnifies the picture. So yeah, it's a cool thing if you want to just quickly take a look at the details. And when you apply more pressure, it's gonna go deep into the picture, and you can see the pixels and all that. Next thing we have is the dual window. So you can press and hold this button here, the multitasking key, okay, like this, and it's gonna give you this menu, so you can select different applications. I have used this a lot because it works so perfectly. You got files, and then let's say if we select video, so you can also, you have this like border, you can draw this line, and also you can use these applications at the same time. Pretty awesome. Moving on to the next tip, which is it's not actually a tip, but just something to point out here. When you press the multitasking key, you get all your RAM information, and then there's of course just a delete button to clear all the applications from the memory, but you can see the amount of RAM that is free. So pretty nice thing here. Just wanted to mention that. Next we have a pretty useful feature for those people who have small hands. So you can do like this. Whoa, okay, there we go. So this is the one-hand operation. You can use this, you can reach in all areas of the screen. So it just basically shrinks the size, and it's pretty useful. Okay. Next feature we have is called as dock. So it has some couple of options here. You can enable it from the quick setting area. So you got the navigation bar options, of course, and then you got the lock screen button. Of course, if something happens to your phone, like if you accidentally damage your power button, then you can use this to lock and unlock your phone. That's pretty nice. Then this little thing here that clears up all the applications in the multitasking area, so pretty awesome thing we have. But I have working buttons, so I don't need that, but yeah, it's there. Next off, we have the screen recorder built in with this device. You don't have to download any third-party applications, so you got it on the quick setting area. If you don't have it, you can just edit and you can find it here. So once you press this screen record button, you're gonna see this nice little instruction. So start/stop recording, select mode, you can have it in HD or in mini mode. 720p resolution is the maximum resolution, and you can record up to like 5 minutes, so works pretty fine. And then it's gonna save it in the video section, so you can later view that. Next we have a pretty cool thing called as Sheikh to change wallpaper. So you can change the wallpaper by turning on this option, and all you need to do just to shake your phone. So if I do like this, it's gonna change the wallpaper. So it's a nice cool thing to have, but I'm gonna turn it off. You can also have the random change, so it's gonna change the home screen wallpaper randomly in order to give you like a fresh look of your phone. So moving on to the next, which is a battery saving trick. Personally, that I implement on all my phones, especially to the phones that I use as my main device. So going into the sound section, I basically turn off all these sounds, okay, like the dial pad, touch tones, touch sound, screen lock sound. They definitely make a difference battery wise. So I basically use my phone a lot, so it's just gonna eat the battery. So you can turn them off and you're definitely gonna feel some improvement. So I've been doing this ever since I first used the Android phone, since the Galaxy S2. So it definitely helps a lot. Next, we have some tricks with the notification panel and status bar. So first we have the drag action. So you can get the old Android drag action back if you select this option. So if you drag it from the right, okay, it's going to show you the quick settings, and if you drag it from the left, it's going to just show you your notifications. So pretty nice, just like the smart selection mode here, which is like a little bit more good. Then we have the option for hiding the what you call the carrier. Okay, so it's pretty nice. It's going to give you like a clean look there, and then also you can hide the notification icons. You can also display the network speed. So this is pretty nice. If you use 4G or 3G, then you can monitor your speed there. And then you got the battery percentage option. You can also change the battery percentage. You can have it inside the battery bar, or you can have it outside. So stands out more if you have it on the outside. So pretty nice options there with the notification and status bar. Next, we have the Bluetooth unlocking. If you go into screen lock and password section, then go in to the smart unlock, you can see you can unlock your phone with the Bluetooth device. So it requires like a code, a PIN code. So first, I'm just gonna confirm my password, and then you need to pair it to a Bluetooth device, which is of course a wearable. Wearable of so if you have like a Huawei watch or anything like that, you can pair that up with your phone, and then you can unlock it right away with the watch or any Bluetooth wearable you have. So pretty nice thing here, Bluetooth unlocking. Also, we have the lock screen signature, which is pretty cool. You can display anything on the lock screen, like any quotation or any let's say your name. If I type in, let's say, my channel name, so ZTech Care, save. So you can see it's going to display ZTech Care. Looks pretty nice. And let's move on to the next tip, which is the related to the display section. Now, this doesn't have like a dedicated option for like night mode, like on the iOS, or blue filter on the Samsung's new TouchWiz UI. Instead of that, you have the color temperature option. So you can have your custom color, as well as the warm color for the night mode, and cold color, of course. So I'm just gonna have it on the default. So if we take a look at the color mode here, this is another option. So I have it on the normal, but you do have a vivid section, which makes the picture a little bit more, I should say, yellowish. It's like apply a little bit filter, but in my opinion, the normal mode looks a little bit more natural. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to the fingerprint sensor tips and tricks we have. So if we check out the fingerprint ID option, so a couple of things. You can use the fingerprint ID to take pictures, answer the call, stop alarm, and also you can show notification panel. So this is something that I won't recommend, this notification panel, because I had this option turned on, and I accidentally triggered the notification panel a lot, so that's why I disabled it. Then we have the browse photos option, so you can scroll in the gallery by just swiping your finger like this. And of course you can take pictures, so you just have to hold it like this, and it takes like 1 or 2 seconds, and then it's going to capture a photo. So nice tweaks there with the fingerprint sensor. Next up, we have the screenshot. So you can take the screenshot by holding down the volume down and the power button at the same time, or you can do that by the knuckle or like smart screenshot. So see here, Just have to do it like this, and then we get like 3 options. You can edit the screenshot, crop it. You can also draw on your phone, okay? So let's see here. You can draw using your knuckle. You can't draw using your finger. So let's see. If I draw like this, oops, I think I have to do it this way, okay? So if I make it like a shape, okay, any shape, I can crop that area of the screen, okay? So it's like an advanced screenshot. You know, you don't have to capture the whole display and then crop it later. So you can do that by drawing using your knuckle, and works pretty fine. You got a couple of shapes also, so damn good option there. Another cool thing we have is that if we go in to the Smart Assistant section and then go into motion and control, you have the option to draw on the display. So you have like 4 letters, so C, E, M, and W, and you can, you know, custom set application. Like C is for camera, and then E is for Chrome, M is for music, and W is, of course, I have like, you know, like I said, any application. You can set up any application you want. All you need to do is to just draw that letter using your knuckle. So let's see if I draw C, okay. There we go. So yeah, I mean, it's a cool thing, but not something that I use a lot on daily basis, but yeah, it's there. Also in the motion control, you got a couple of options like flip to mute, pick up to reduce ring volume, and stuff like that, which all works with the I think the gyroscope of the phone, you know. So let's see here. There is an option to tilt to move the icon. So let's see if we can do that here. If I pick up this icon and tilt my phone, okay, there we go. So it works pretty fine. And again, something that is nice to mention, but I don't use it on daily basis. So yeah, that's that. Next up, we have the gloves mode, which is a pretty applicable thing for those who are living in a colder region. Then they can use their phone even with the gloves on. So it just increases the sensitivity of the display. So it works pretty fine. Under the display section, you can also change the view mode, so you can have it on small, so it's going to show you smaller pictures and smaller text. You can have it on the medium, which is good for me, and then you can have it to large, which basically helps a lot for reading, you know, if you have like weak eyesight or anything like that. Next up, we have options related to the launcher. So if I just hold down onto the screen, you got the options to have any custom transition. So like I have windmill, I can change it to, let's see, flip over. So wow, this is pretty cool, okay? And this basically gives a cool, fresh look to your default, you know, launcher or default Huawei skin. But I don't use default Huawei skin. I have Nova launcher, but just for the sake of this video and future videos, I'm going to be showcasing their default look. Also, you got like more settings, of course, where you can have the home screen loop, so you can have the endless scroll, which I love a lot. So, and then also you got the home layout, so you can change how many applications can be in a row and column. And then also, again, you have the shake option, where you can shake to readjust all the applications. So pretty nice. And then we have the auto rotate option, which allows you to auto rotate your phone even in the you know, home screen area. So again, gives a cool look to your phone. Definitely, and not a lot of phones allow the rotation on the home screen area. So if you go into the about section, you can pretty much see all your information, your Android version, your processor information, your RAM, your internal storage, and how much memory is there. So I mean, you don't have to go into certain option or install any certain application, a third-party application, to know about all the specs. So it's I think it's only with the Huawei phones that all your specs are written in the about section, so it's pretty nice. And you can tap on the build number a couple of times to unlock the developer option. So after unlocking the developer option, it allows you to have different things. You know, first of all, enable OEM unlock, which is a must-have thing if you want to root your device or like unlock the bootloader. And then we have some couple of options to, like, you know, decrease the animation scale, which can make your phone look a little bit faster. So I have it on the default 1x. It's already pretty fast and no need to do that. But yeah, you can play with the developer options. So if you want to install some third-party applications, you know, other than Play Store, then first of all, you have to go into security section and enable the unknown source option. So this will allow you to install applications from other than Play Store. But I don't really recommend installing, you know, piracy applications because they can give you like a virus thing, you know. So yeah, then also if we move on here, memory and storage, you can see all your memory, you know. And the good thing here is that you can change the default location from internal to the SD cards. It's pretty nice. But I don't think so that you should have to do that because the internal memory is more than enough, 64 gigs, and out of that almost like 54.21 gigabytes is available, so you can install a lot of high-end games. So and then you can also clean the storage, the cache trash and stuff like that. Definitely it you know, it speed boost your phone. And then moving on to the battery manager, you can downgrade the display from 1080p to 720p. This definitely improves battery life. I never tried it, but if you know, turn it on, you have to enable it, it's gonna restart, you know, kind of restart. So I mean, yeah, it's there. It's just gonna help you to increase your battery life. Then you have the power plan. It's recommended to have it on the smart. You know, it's gonna adjust the CPU speed automatically, and you can have it on ultra if you have like really less battery and you can't charge it. So it's gonna give you like really less limited features like dialer, messaging, contacts, and you can exit it. So pretty nice, just like the ultra power saving mode on the Samsung phone. This is a must-have feature. So also, if you go into advanced section, you have the option of backup and reset. Now this is where you can reset up all your phone, but you also have the option to make a Huawei backup, which allows you to make a backup of your contacts, your messaging, you know, and you can also save it to your computer or any USB storage device, or you know, the OTG device you have connected. And by default, if you have the SD card, it's going to save it in the SD card. So it's pretty nice that you don't have to install any third-party applications. So it's going to make the backup on its own, built-in. Pretty awesome thing. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. One thing to mention is that you can hide these on-screen buttons and you can use the Force Touch exclusive to the Huawei P9 Plus, but I don't recommend that because I tried doing that, but it felt really weird and it's just gonna waste your time, you know. Huawei, they just put this Force Touch feature in their P9 Plus. They haven't done any hard work on this, you know, the way Apple has done with the 3D Touch. So I mean, it's just like, it's a complete gimmicky thing, and it's not gonna work with any launcher. So if you apply Nova launcher, if you apply Google launcher, you're gonna lose the ability to do this, okay? Which I personally don't care because, you know, it's a fast way, but still, it's not a big deal. Definitely not a big deal. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it. These were almost 30 tips and tricks, and just highlighted some of the main tips and tricks that you need to know in order to have a full fun with your P9/P9 Lite or P9 Plus. I know some features will not be available to the P9 Lite, but yeah, that's that. Just wanted to make one single video because hopefully in the coming days we're gonna get Note 7, you know, hopefully, and then, you know, it's gonna be busy schedule, so I want to make these videos and cover up. So yeah, like this video if you enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.